There it is. We're live.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
I don't like it when it does that in that screen
What's that?
where you can't see.
Oh. Here we go. It's finally coming on now.
Say hi when you're here.
Hey, everybody. I just touched my face. Shouldn't be doing that.
What does that mean?
Not sure what that is.
Hello.
Hey, Braden. Hey,
Is that-
Dana.
Is that a Braden?
Yeah, it's Brody's friend.
Oh, hey.
You wanna do your thing?
What about thumbnails?
What's this?
Oh, reusing.
No, we are not reusing thumbnails. I just
We're
made
recycling.
this one. I just made this one. We've never used this picture before. They all look the same.
Hi, Chrissy.
Hi, Chrissy. Thank you. Hi, Ashley. Hi, RP. Oh boy, I'm gonna murder this one. Moriarty.
Hello from Milwaukee.
All right.
Okay, so first we're just gonna do you want to just do a little update quick?
Yeah, do an update.
Okay, so, grab him.
I got him. You do an
Grab him.
update. I got you, buddy.
So, as some of you may know, maybe not all of you, our family has been very sick. So we are dealing with that. Miles is pretty bad right now. He's got a pretty bad, we all really have like upper respiratory stuff going on, and all of us, except Eric so far, have had like really, really high fevers. So we've been dealing with that. It's been pretty scary. Anytime our house obviously everybody knows what's going around, but anytime we get any sort of cold, upper respiratory, anything, it's very scary with our family and our family history. We have a lot of like lung issues in our family, and then I also have lung and heart issues. So that's been very tough. I actually was born, I only have one working lung. So anytime I get any upper respiratory, it's pretty hard to handle with only having one functioning lung. So anytime we get like this, it's always pretty scary. And then of course we have Sullivan, who has his things, which has been hard. And then the only two that don't have breathing issues is Lucy and Maverick. So it's been a lot of neb treatments. It's been a lot of taking them outside in the middle of the night. And so it's just been a big bummer, not feeling too hot at all. So I'm gonna try to get through this as much as I can. If anything, you may have to just take over.
We didn't want to ghost everybody.
We didn't, and I felt bad. I'm like, we have to get on there. We've got to answer some questions. We've got to, help out and everything. But I just bear with me. I feel awful. And we also have kiddos that are up and coughing
Lay on the
and
couch.
and that may need mama to go and come back and go and come back. So just bear with us. We're going to try to get through this as best as we can. So yeah, I just wanted to give a little, we love you guys. And I told Eric, I'm like, I think I feel comfortable to kind of, just kind of open up and just explain a little bit of our backstory a little bit with just why it doesn't matter what it is, right? It could be a cold and it's like a big deal in our house because,
yeah, right.
and I get chronic pneumonia. So, and I'm again working with one functioning lung. So anytime anything like that hits my lung, it's kind of a big deal. And we also are dealing with issues with Sullivan that we're still not 100% sure what's really going on with him. So we're kind of in the mix of trying to figure all that stuff out. So, but yeah, how are you guys doing? Is everybody feeling good? Is everybody
What do we got here? Should I read something? Hi, it's me, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Just talked to her.
Chrissy says, hey, Eric and Lindsay, miss y'all.
Aw, miss you too.
Diana says, 3 more weeks and I'll be down to house hunt and my husband has an interview.
Cool, good luck.
Hopefully everything going on doesn't interrupt that.
Yes.
I mean,
But good luck.
It's out of control everywhere, but it's just so weird here seeing
It's so weird.
all of the parks closed, even though Disney Springs is closed. Everything's closed and it's just so weird. It doesn't feel the same.
No, it doesn't. Curfews and
Yeah.
weird stuff going at the grocery stores. It's
And Caitlin says, yay, first time I caught a live chat.
cool.
That's awesome. We're going to keep trying to do it. Lady Fox, hello from Washington State. Hope you feel better quick. Thank you, Dana.
Aw,
Thank you, Kristen.
guys.
Thank you, Jessica.
Hope you guys are all
Feel better
feeling
soon.
well and
Thank
staying
you, wife
healthy.
and mom. Oh boy. Yeah, we're getting antsy too.
Yeah.
Our kids are sick, but they're antsy
Oh,
as
somebody's
well.
crying.
Yeah.
Be right back, guys.
Yeah, Chrissy, it is getting a little scary, and they say they're closing the schools until March 30th here as well, but I have a feeling it's going to be a lot longer than that going on, just everything else that's happening. So I think they're going to extend that for sure. Dom, is that the Dom I think it is? What's up, Dom, if it is? We might have Dom watching. Hi, Sophie. How are you? We called our hotel today and where his interview is still open. Well, that's very good news, Dana. We hope it continues for you so your plans don't get delayed. Ryan, not sure if I missed this, but how have your commute times changed? Well, since last week, Disney was still open. So my commute times were still pretty long. This week, because of my family all being sick, my work's told me not to come into work. So I haven't been to work yet this week, so I'm not quite sure. I'm not going in tomorrow either. So I'm assuming my commute times would be a lot less in the afternoon, seeing as though there's no park traffic to deal with. Jessica says we're hoping we can move by July and the virus has died down by then and doesn't stop us from moving. We are coming from Illinois. Yeah, I mean, who knows how long it's going to take. It seems to be that's all anybody's talking about, And we're trying to avoid talk about it, but
Yeah.
it's kind of inevitable, Wife and Mom Life, April 6th, their schools are out. And like I
Wow.
said before, I think it's going to be later
Yeah.
than that. I mean, ours are...
I'd be
they're-
really surprised.
Our kids are supposed to be on spring break right now.
Yep.
And then they close the schools for an additional week, which is till March 30th. But like we said, it's going to be longer than that.
Yeah. I'd be really surprised.
Where are we at here? Buffalo says, Buffalo, New York here, everything closed here at 8:30 tonight. And
Wow.
schools are closed till April 20th. That's more along the lines of like what I think it should be. We
Yeah.
saw videos today of Clearwater Beach
Oh, man.
packed. That's the problem is that I don't want to
know.
complain too much.
I don't really know what my thoughts are.
I
on all
feel like
this. I'm
lots-
not a political
And
person.
we've
at all,
even
but-
talked to some people here that were on our block that
Hold on,
we
baby.
feel like lots of people are taking advantage of the situation of all kids being off of school and maybe them being off of work. And they're coming down to Florida here to say, hey, why don't we quarantine ourselves down in Florida? And then they're still trying to go out and go to all the beaches and everything, which is kind of counterproductive. Here in Pennsylvania, they're talking about closing school for the rest of the year now. They really should if we're going to take it seriously. I mean, that's what really should happen, in my opinion. What's up, Jorge, George, however you want to pronounce it? How's it going, buddy? Lady Fox says Washington School isn't closed until April 24th. I think it should be, our national government should step up and probably say a solid date is to close on the rest of the year, let the rest of the kids do it from home. That's my opinion. I know it creates a big problem for lots of people with their work and everything, but that's something we're all gonna have to figure out. No, we're not supposed to say the C word. That's right.
That's enough.
We're out till the 27th and 3 days later, spring break. Yeah, that's pretty typical. Chrissy, the weather here is fantastic lately. It's been upper 80s,
Can't
probably.
really enjoy it, but.
Yeah, probably close to 90 every day, bright and sunny, not too humid. But we haven't been able to go out and go to the beaches or go do anything we want. We had things planned. My parents were in town, obviously, as we said in our last live stream, and now they've went home early. They're a little older, and they wanted to be around their doctors just in case, which
is super
and
smart.
I believe our government has said even if you're on vacation, you should try to go home, right?
I don't know.
Don't
I
know.
think so.
Anyway,
I don't want to like quote anything for sure,
yeah.
but
and we're not trying to turn it into a talk about
no,
that,
I don't
so-
want to talk about it, but I do.
It's all anyone's talking about.
It's hard because our opinions are different than maybe people that are out there that are super healthy. You are, but like I am not. So
Super healthy.
and with my kids also having pulmonary issues, it's scary. Like I think that's something that I think that we could get into this and talk until we're blue in the face, but I think that is everyone's just respectful, and yes, everybody has their opinions. I see a lot of this is ridiculous, keep everything open, but I think we have to be mindful of those that are older and those that do have underlining issues. It can be catastrophic for older people, and it can be catastrophic for my family. So I just think that we just all have to be mindful of each other. That's it. I think we just need to be mindful, and I think we need to listen to what professionals are telling us to do when it comes to stopping the spread of it, but that's just my opinion.
Christy says, hopefully you all live near a children's hospital. Yes, we do.
We do.
Not super close, but you want to say hi? The Celebration Children's Hospital is pretty close, and they have great doctors there. So
You want to say hi, Sully?
Hi.
Sully's all Tylenol'd up.
You feeling good because the Tylenol's kicking in?
Yeah, I got one towel.
You got a lot of Tylenol, yeah.
You go eat your ice cream to help your throat.
Okay. Lady Fox says it snowed here the last 2 days. Ugh.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, be careful.
I can't wait to move to Florida next summer and never deal with snow again. It is pretty nice not dealing with snow. Our Wanderlust Travel says, I agree, my son and husband get back asthma with normal cold, so we are taking it easy so they hopefully won't get this thing.
It's
Yeah, we,
like today, we tried to order, how many times did we try to order groceries
oh yeah,
for
I
drop
tried
off?
to order
Oh my gosh.
Walmart grocery to go pick it up, and they said there's no pickup available, or no pickup times available for the next week. And then I tried to do Instacart to have groceries delivered to us, and I think the earliest they could do it is Wednesday. So then I had to suck it up and go out in public by myself.
I first saran wrapped him.
Yeah, you did.
And
It's
then-
actually pretty funny, you did.
He wouldn't oblige by that. I had like a full mask and saran wrapped him. But I made it look like a shirt because
Yeah.
I gave him a V-neck and like
It was cute.
It was cute, but he didn't
And-
want to go out like that. So, but when you came back in,
Yeah.
I made him
Yeah, she made me, I
strip
went
down
out,
at the door.
I went out with a mask. I had a mask.
Yep.
I brought my own sanitizing
yep.
wipes because they're out of them at Publix. So I had to sanitize the cart somehow, and I brought my little bottle of hand
Yep.
sanitizer, and
I made him do a selfie, so I knew he was really
And
wearing the.
I thought I was gonna look like a freak, but I wasn't the only one.
Everybody else
so-
was doing the same thing, which, like I said, yeah, people could be rolling their eyes at us, but when something like this is this scary, and I just, like I told Eric, I was like, oh my goodness, like, what would we do? Like, it's scary when you have health issues, and it's scary when you have loved ones that have health issues, and it's scary when you think about your grandparents and your parents, and it's just scary,
Yeah, and you know what stinks? Well, it's everything, but it started that all of our Little League got canceled for
Yeah.
like 3 weeks, and that's like our life right
That
now.
is our life.
So it really, I mean, now we even if I was working, we'd sit at home and twiddle our thumbs and wonder what to do with ourselves, you know. But now
With everybody
I haven't
sick.
even been able to go to work the last couple days, and it's
It's just
boring.
It's just a bummer.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
is.
I'll obviously come up with crafts and that when my kids are feeling better, and we'll get through it. Everybody's gonna get through this. We're gonna be fine as long as everybody just listens and washes hands and keeps their distance and just is smart. We're gonna get through this. It's just a bummer. You know,
It is a bummer.
It's just a bummer, and I just wish I felt
I
better.
think you can tell from our faces that we're not our chipper selves
No,
right now.
I'm trying really hard to get through this right now. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry if it's just like, wow, that was a big downer. But
Everybody says Sully's cute.
Sully is so cute.
He is.
He's such a troublemaker, but
He's a big troublemaker.
you're not a
He
troublemaker.
hears us.
But he gets away with it because he's so cute. It's
Yeah. Chrissy, TR3 TV says, hi, love your channel. Keep it up. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Jason says, hey, Eric, be careful out there. I know the world's a scary place. You know, you gotta, gotta wrap yourself in saran wrap sometimes.
Yeah.
Let people roll their eyes, take care of you and yours. That's true. You know?
Thank you. I know, and I told Eric, I was like, I don't even know if I should get into our health issues or not, but I feel comfortable with you guys, and it's a part of our life, and we share our life, and so I was like, I think I wanted to share it because I think it's a good eye-opener for people to be like, well, she's 32 and she has one working lung. Wow, this is not just an old person thing.
No, it's anybody
It's
that has.
anybody that has these, people with asthma, it's, even if it's manageable with asthma, this can really take a toll on your body. And so I think that's just why I'm so scared, because I think of myself and I'm like, I have these children that need me. And if I were to get sick and, I'm talking to my cardiologist, my pulmonologist, and it's scary when they're like, Lindsay, if you have one lung that works, so if we don't take care of it, we're in big trouble. So it's just scary. So I think that's why I wanted to share it, because everybody keeps saying it's an old person thing, and it's not, right? I mean, I think it's, right?
Yeah,
Would you-
it's anybody it's not just, older people are more affected, I think.
They
or
are.
people with underlying conditions.
with
So,
underlying
let's move on.
conditions. Yeah.
Danny says, Lindsay, this sounds tough. Sorry, are you considering going to the hospital?
I've talked to my doctors and definitely have to keep an eye on my temperature. I've got to keep an eye on my breathing. I've lived with this for so long that I know my body pretty well, and I know when I'm in trouble. And I will definitely,
If you need to.
if I need to,
Yeah. We're there.
definitely.
Ashley says, Davenport question. Hey, we got a question.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Is the entire area pretty nice and safe, or are there areas to avoid maybe
So-
when looking for a rental?
So we're actually talking about this today, and just thinking about the future for moving and things like that. And no, yes, there are areas in Davenport to avoid. Remember when that road was shut down, Bates Road, trying to get my Culver's onion rings,
Oh, yeah.
and they took me on a complete detour. It was something like you see in a movie. I'm
I
not
don't
kidding.
want to, discourage anybody who could be watching and maybe living in certain areas. But
Yeah, no.
I'd say if you can, the better areas are away from the actual old downtown Davenport.
Yeah.
There's a main drag 1792 that goes through Davenport.
Yep.
And there are some rougher areas around there.
Yeah.
Anything off of Highway 27 is usually pretty decent.
Yeah.
Or, over by us, we're good too. Off of Ronald Reagan, you're good
Yeah,
too.
because we were talking about that, and I'm just becoming so comfortable here. And the community here in Davenport and the areas that are good, it is definitely, we're starting to feel, would you say, the community feeling? We're starting to know the area very well. I'm super comfortable here. I love my community, and I am really, really comfortable. So yeah, there's great areas. But there are also areas that you have to be mindful of.
Right.
And if you are really considering Davenport, private message us. You know, we can get into more detailed, intimate details with you about things.
We've had people that have private messages that are considering the area, and I've actually went out and looked for rentals and sent them links of them.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're willing to help.
We're
so.
definitely willing to help. So, like any place, your answer, it's yes. There's good places and there's bad places, but I'm really starting to feel comfortable here and home, and I feel safe. I mean, so yeah.
TR3 TV says I just moved to Florida, but finding a job is kind of difficult because of the whole virus stuff. I'm sure it's a really hard time to find a job right now.
It's probably super tough because that's all
There's so many
anyone's
places
thinking
shutting
of.
down.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, why would you be hiring people when your future as a company even could be uncertain? You know, so. I see Braden's trying to help us out. Telling don't want to live is the Ridge. I think that's a mobile home park, isn't it? Off of 27. Correct?
Yes.
I think so.
I
don't
think
know.
it
I don't
is.
know anything about it, but
Yeah.
okay. Caitlin says, how are your stores? We live in a smaller area and we are very limited with only one Walmart. All cleaning supplies and toilet papers out everywhere.
Everything's
Food is getting
gone.
low in our area too. It makes me worry. You haven't even been out. In like
But
a week.
but when I was out,
Yeah.
everything was gone. I actually have my father who's sending us medication
Yeah,
for the kids because
I was just at Publix today. You can't find toilet paper. You can't find like any disinfectant stuff. But we saw it coming, luckily. So,
Yeah, so-
we got probably what, like
we weren't.
4 or 5
and no,
things
we're
of
not
cleaning
the
wipe. We're not
hoarders.
hoarders. No.
We're
But-
just we have a big family, so we just have to.
I usually buy every week 2 big things of the 75 count of the cleaning wipes every week. Mm-hmm. And I think we bought 4 a couple weeks ago just because we knew that, you know, had to be extra clean.
Yeah.
So we got that, we got plenty of toilet paper, and we even have some hand sanitizer. So
But
don't try to rob us.
but no, I was literally in a panic because I was in tears because I have children here with very high fevers, and I'm talking high. And I'm looking at this bottle that maybe for, you know, a family of 3 or 2, this would last them. But when you have 3 or 4 children that are taking Tylenol every 4 to 6 hours, that bottle is gone within a
Yeah.
day and a half. So, well, maybe not that.
Pretty close.
Pretty
We
close.
had all 5 of them with a fever at one time. So.
Yeah, so you're doing every 4 to 6 hours. So I'm like, Dad, what am I gonna do? And he's like, I got you. We're gonna overnight it. And so thank goodness for that. But
Dana says, you know what really sucks about this? It's just in time for allergy season. I saw it today when I went out,
Sister,
is
yep.
that our car was covered in pollen.
it's so bad. It's like literally raining pollen.
it's bad right
It's
now.
so bad. I can feel it in my throat on top of it. And
Larry says, I heard taking garlic is great for boosting the immune system
oh, I've heard that too.
for the C word.
Oh, okay. No, I've heard things about garlic with other things too.
Dana says, can you recommend any good places to eat, like mom and pop places? Where at?
Yeah.
Because I know one place you really like in Clearwater was Jimmy
I
Hula's.
was just thinking that.
And I
You know what else
found
I had?
out, I think I told you that there's more than just one. There's one in Orlando,
Yeah,
a
you
couple
told
in
me that.
Orlando.
You know what else? What's that other place that we went with? I don't want to. Sloppy Joe's or
Oh yeah, it was Sloppy. Was it Sloppy Joe's?
I thought it was Sloppy Joe's. Because
In
remember, I was
Clearwater.
mad because I was like, I don't want a Sloppy Joe.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you're like,
it's not sloppy,
It's
it's just
not
the name of the
Sloppy
place.
Joe's, but
Yeah.
that place rocks.
That place was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll be right there, buddy.
let's see. Tier 3 says, "Hey, question. How did you make your YouTube intro? I'm trying to start my channel, but don't know how to make an intro for it." Well,
Well,
I made it all on my phone. Honestly, everything I do right now, as sorry as I am to say it, is all on our phones because I have not gotten to the point where I can edit on a computer yet. I haven't had time to really get into it. We've been talking about it,
we have.
but
Because I want to learn to edit, and I want to learn off the bat. I want to learn on a computer because I just think it'd be easier.
I use a app called InShot, and we have the Pro Edition. It's a paid version of it, so you can do a lot more stuff on it. It's pretty easy to use, but you can do a lot with it. So check it out. Christy says, Lindsay, would you say your anxiety level is more down now about the whole missing Wisconsin or adjusting to Florida life?
Yes.
Just
However-
just a simple yes.
However, my anxiety is down But I am gonna say that right now, okay, so it's kind of a two-part thing. My anxiety's down for like, do I feel like home, all that other stuff? Yes. Do I still miss my family like absolutely crazy? Yes, I do. However, with all of this going on, I've had many sleepless just worrying because of the fact I'm still not comfortable with some of my doctors. So I even actually called back to Wisconsin to my old pulmonary physician and asked for help on what he felt that I should do if, you know, I were to feel like I'm like super sick with something like C word, or just anything like that, because we're just not there with the doctors yet, right?
Right.
I mean, and this isn't the, I mean,
Not.
we can't really do it
I
right
think
now.
We're there with our pediatrician.
We're there with the pediatrician.
Yeah.
And I'm there with a few of my other doctors that I have, but my specialists, I need to find a better cardiologist that I'm at right now, and I need to find a good pulmonologist. And if I had those, like I told Eric, if I had those two things, I would feel fine right now. But it's the fact that I'm scared, because if I do get really sick, I feel like I'm alone in a sense, for health reason wise. Like I told my mom the other day, I was like crying. I'm like, I honestly feel alone with my medical stuff. Like I feel alone with my health because I'm just haven't found that fit yet. So, but to answer your question with family and feeling home, 100%. Like I'm definitely getting there. Doesn't mean I don't miss them every day, because I do. But we're creating a life here, and it's definitely gotten better. So.
All right. Dennis says, "How is the Deltona area to live?" Well, we don't live there, but
We vacation there.
Deltona?
Oh, Deltona. I was
No.
thinking Daytona.
No, Deltona. I've not heard good things about Deltona, to be honest, and I'm not trying to scare anybody away that, you know, is thinking
Needs
about
to go
moving there,
there,
or
yeah.
like anybody that does live there. I'm not bad mouthing. I'm just saying from what I've heard, and from what I see, the rents and house prices are a little lower there than the surrounding areas. And all I'm going to say is there's probably a reason for it. That's all I can say about it. I've never really visited, so I can't say from experience.
I've been to Daytona.
Right. TR3 says it's to the point where I'm afraid to sneeze or even cough in public
Yes.
because how afraid people are. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It is, but you
But-
know, there's a good reason for it. I mean, if the government's not going to shut down, Disney's not going to shut down, Universal's not going to shut down unless they probably know a little something we don't. You know, I mean, they're not going to go out all and risk losing all that money, and our president isn't going to let the stock market crash like it's been doing.
Yeah, what he said today was.
Yeah,
well,
I mean, it's not
we
gonna.
just can't worry about it
unless
right now.
there's something more going on. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
But yes, no, I do understand, because people do have allergies, and there are
right,
other
right,
things,
right.
and you know, they may not be sick, and people are getting pretty crazy.
Jessica says, have any pediatricians recommended alternating children's Motrin and Tylenol or giving them together for high fevers? Yes, we've heard that a lot.
Yes, I've heard that.
And we've
I
done it.
haven't. No, I've never done them together,
Not together.
but I have alternated them.
Right.
And that is what we're doing right. That's what was recommended from our pediatrician
Right.
right now. So.
Lisa says, how are truck driving jobs out there? Income doesn't look great there compared to where I'm from in Illinois. My husband is a truck driver, has been looking for jobs, but nothing is appealing to him.
So all we know from our family that are truck drivers is it's easy to get a load in. It's just hard to get a load out.
Florida doesn't have a lot of exports to say. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we don't export a lot of things to other areas except for really seafood.
But I do know a lot of truck drivers that do make a good living, and they do live here.
Yeah.
We have, you know.
Oh right, yeah,
Yeah,
we know a couple of people
Yeah,
that do.
and
Yeah.
so they do figure it out, and they do live here, and they live more south, Florida, and they're home quite a bit.
know what, we should reach out
and-
to-
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Why
figure that
don't?
out.
Where is this person? Who is it?
It's this Lisa.
Lisa, private message us
On Facebook or
on
something.
Facebook, because I have 3 gentlemen that we'll reach out to.
Yeah.
And
And
We'll
that's
get
another
more
thing
scoop
I
on
want to
that.
say right now. If you're not part of our Facebook group, go check it out on Facebook.
yes.
Link is down in the description. Tier 3, sorry I'm so talkative, just love your videos.
Thank
Your smiles
you.
puts me in a good mood. Y'all are great people. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We're not
That's so
smiling
sweet.
as much today as we
I
normally
know,
do.
and I feel bad, and that's why I just wanted to like throw it out there.
And
that
what
we
stinks
just
the
don't feel
most
good.
is that we had so many like awesome adventures planned and everything, and cool
That's
places
always
we were
what
gonna
happens.
go, and we just got all these emails, which we wouldn't go anyway, but everything just got canceled. So
Yeah.
we're not going down to Venice. We're not going to do all
We
the other
will.
cool things. Well,
We're
we
just
will, right?
postponed.
But who knows when we're gonna be able to do it?
It's just postponed.
So for the meantime, you're gonna probably see a lot more informational videos from
Yeah.
us in the very near future.
Yeah. I just want to feel better.
Yeah.
I just want my kids to feel better.
Kristen says, out of the places you visited and made made videos for, which place would you say has been your favorite?
We didn't do a video on it, but the manatees.
Oh, Crystal River.
Oh my gosh, that
Crystal
was like,
River is a really beautiful area, but for living there, I don't think there's many jobs.
No.
You know? It's all like, you know, unless you're in the hospitality or like tourist stuff.
Yeah,
like-
or you can be a travel guide for these tours. And
Yeah, that's about all there is there. But I also love the Naples, Southwest Florida.
Naples.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite.
But wasn't she asking for adventures?
Which place would you say has been your favorite? That's all she asked.
Didn't we just do something recently that I really...
Punta Gorda? She like there? Mm-hmm. Fisherman's Village when we went there?
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Really, any place.
I really like everything.
All these like beach towns all have their own
So cool.
vibe, and we love each and every one of them,
Yeah.
honestly. Lisa says, new viewer, by the way, loving all your moving to Florida videos,
Oh,
and that
thank
you
you.
cover everything. Well, there's still lots more for
So
us
much
to cover, so we'll get
so
to
much
it.
to cover.
Christy says, try asking local moms group about referring a good doctor.
I
even
know.
For you, the mom, yeah.
I need to do that. Eric tells me that all the time.
It's funny because we picked our doctor for our kids here without talking to anybody.
And he's
then,
amazing.
And then we joined the moms group or whatever on Facebook, and
He was-
everyone was asking who's the best pediatrician, and like everybody said him.
Yeah,
So
there
we
wasn't
kinda-
like, I'm not kidding, there was like no other, it was just him.
we
was,
lucked out.
We totally lucked out. I need to do that. Eric says these are what these groups are here for. I need to do that. I know, I need to do it.
Colton says, "Hey guys, help me talk my wife into moving to St. Augustine."
Yay. Oh, he said help, or we
help.
did?
We can do it.
We can do it.
Yeah, St. Augustine. It's the oldest city in the United States. What else? It's full of history. It's on the water.
It's beautiful.
It's got great school district. So, what else? I mean,
Come on down.
Yeah. Hopefully your wife is watching. He also says, absolutely loved our visit there. But how is it once you're there for a while? Does the beach get normal and therefore boring?
No,
No, it doesn't. Well,
We've been here.
we don't live in a beach town though.
no, we don't. But I would say I'm even here.
Yeah.
Like
It's
no,
not- no, it's not. It's still. I wouldn't say it feels like we're on vacation every day anymore.
no.
But
Well, sometimes when we go on our little,
you know, when you're
we
on
go to the-
Facebook in January and all your friends back where you came from are
building snowmen.
and shoveling the driveway and saying school's canceled, 6 inches of snow, and you're sitting on the beach, you know, and it kind of. All you can do is lean back and smile.
I don't
a
know.
little
It's
bit.
hard because we're by Orlando, so it's hard when even just going to my doctor's appointments, the things you look at. It's just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you just
You're
really-
driving through Disney World to get to the pediatrician, pretty
Yeah,
much. So
and all those big what is that called with the big rides and
Universal, you drive by.
with the
The volcano?
Volcano
Yeah, that's
and-
Universal. Dana says, how did your kids love the castle you went to?
loved it.
They did love
I
it.
loved it there.
That was I don't even consider ourselves like history nuts or anything
No.
like that, but it was like so cool.
Let me tell you
to
something.
go
I'm
see.
a very old soul. Like I feel like honestly I was born in like the wrong era.
I cut that part out of the video.
Oh, you
so nobody
did.
heard
That's
that.
right, because I said that in the video. I just do. I just feel like everything way back then is just so much prettier. Like just the way girls did their hair and the way boys dressed, and I don't know. I just feel like I'm in the wrong era. But that castle was just so cool. It was so cool, and I loved too that my kids just
What's wrong, buddy?
wanted to know everything about what is this, and so it was definitely a very much a learning thing as well. So it was really cool, and it was so beautiful there. So, all right, I don't know where we left off.
I gotcha. But first,
Oh God, couldn't even think about that right now.
all right. Lisa,
Tea.
whoa, tea. Oh man.
Where can I
I
find
didn't
you on
realize
Facebook?
we-
Hey,
Oh, where can you find it? Facebook? Got it. Thank you. Well, on Facebook, let me think. Right here. If you go to our description, I'm gonna look at it right now.
check us out
yeah.
on Facebook.
Yep, we're on. You can see us on our
Oh, I gotta go.
description down there. We have our link to our Facebook.
I'm coming, baby.
We do feel bad when we're sick, Dana, because we don't make videos as much as we want to make them. Thank you for subscribing, Lisa. Yes, definitely message us, and we will help you out. We'll ask our trucker friends about info of, anything you need, where you can get a job, how much it pays, all that. Party of Five says, what do you think of the Melbourne area? I love that area. We haven't visited there that much. I mean, I think it's just south of Cocoa Beach. Correct me if I'm wrong. We've kind of driven through there, and we haven't really spent much time there. We spend most of our time in Cocoa Beach when we're there, but Cocoa Beach is a great area to visit. I don't think I would want to live in Cocoa Beach, though, because once you venture off of the beach area, it's not so nice. TR3, my cousin is actually in Miami right now, so I'm worried a bit because most of the college kids are not really going with the social distancing. No, they're not. That's what we said earlier is about the Clearwater Beach area. They showed a video today, a live video of it there, and there was thousands of people, elbow to elbow on the beach. So it doesn't seem like anybody that's here on vacation or spring break or anything is taking the whole situation seriously. Mark says, the reason why I am not moving to Florida is because you not have free health care compared to Canada. Sorry. Well, yeah, that kind of stinks, doesn't it? Not much we can do about that. Maybe elect Bernie Sanders or something and he might do something, but we're not turning this into a political show. Jessica says, TR3, I saw a live webcam in Clearwater earlier today and the beach was packed with people. Yeah, it was. And they were talking about it on the news today too, that that no one's following all this social distancing stuff. And I see other states are saying now no more gatherings more than 50 people. Well, what about parks and stuff where it's not really a gathering, it's a state place, to be at? They should probably limit that as well. Leave the haunted history. Right. When we move down there, we need to have a beer. For sure. And a barbecue, right, hon?
Barbecue.
Yeah, we had a barbecue today. We made steaks on the grill, and it was amazing. I needed that. Austin, do you miss your old co-worker, Austin? I sure do, Austin. I miss talking apples with you every day, and we still do. We text about apples all the time, so that's great. Good to see you. Okay, we're gonna skip over that one. Hope you guys feel better soon. It's time to get ready for bed. Well, have a good night, and thank you so much for watching us. Mikey says, just want to say hello. Me and my wife watch your videos. We're moving in June to Denellen, Florida. We also have 5 kids, all boys. That is awesome. Denellen. Do you know Denellen? Or are you talking about Dunedin? Was it spelled wrong? I don't know Denellen. Never heard of that. But anyway, yeah, congratulations to you. I hope everything going on does not delay your plans. Kristen says ski areas here in Maine and surrounding states closed due to the virus. I'm gonna handle him.
Okay.
Want to talk to them?
Yes. I'm trying to figure out where we are.
Ski areas are closed in Maine. Skiing right now? In March? Oh, I guess it's
Yeah.
snow, huh? What do you mean, buddy?
That's a bummer, Kristen. All right, thank you, Lisa. Just messaged you on Facebook, not on the group. Perfect. Yes, that is perfect. We will get back to you and hopefully get you all helped out with that.
No more questions? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm just having a hard time because there's like so much. What was the one you skipped over?
We'll talk about that later.
Oh, okay.
Colton says, if I recall correctly, you work in construction-based trade. What is a general pay wage, hourly or yearly, for someone like myself that does low voltage fire alarms, cameras, control, access, etc.? I have no idea because I don't work in that area. Pretty much, if you're doing the installation, I would say, I don't know Colton, where are you from right now? Because that would kind of help me. I could probably tell you a percentage of what you're looking at. Brian says, just sign on. Hopefully you all are feeling better. Not really.
Thank you, though.
Not really, but thank you. I'm feeling fine
So far,
so far. I had a
What's-
pounding headache for a while though.
what's gonna happen is we're gonna get better, and then you're gonna start to feel yucky.
TR3
Hopefully not.
says, I live by the University of Florida, so yeah, the kids are not serious about the situation down here. No, they're not, but they did suspend school, correct? Right?
Yeah, I don't think anyone's
All
going
the
back to
colleges?
school.
Yeah. Dom, so this isn't the Dom I thought it was. That's okay though.
That's
We
alright.
still love you. Up here in Connecticut, they just closed restaurants. Only
takeout.
takeout and delivery now. Well,
See, that's what I didn't understand with the grocery stores, that the delivery and the drop off is suspended, but now you have everybody congregating and it's packed in the groceries. If anything, I feel like, right, delivery and pickup should be what's open, but
all right. Colt,
What?
I just saw that. Nothing. Colton says Memphis, Tennessee. So, man, I don't know what I would say. That's probably comparable. I'd say you're probably looking at about a 15% decrease in your hourly wage, but that's where you got to sell yourself. You know, I mean, sell yourself to all your companies that you're looking at.
are you sure?
Huh.
Memphis, Tennessee? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I would think so. But I would also think that depending where you live here in Florida, that your cost of living is going to be less as well. So just you got to sell yourself to the employers and, you know, try to negotiate your pay a little higher.
So he's gonna go.
Lisa says, are you guys Green Bay fans? And then Austin says they're Cowboy fans.
No,
Austin?
boo.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it. But come on, boo the Cowboys. Definitely Packer fans through and through.
Sully,
Yeah, Sully's over there in the corner.
we
in his
see
diaper.
you, diaper boy.
Yeah, they can see you.
I want to go pee.
You gotta, no, don't take your diaper
No,
down there.
no, no, no.
All right, let's go. I got him.
Oh my goodness. Why do boys do that? Why do they get nick right like out of the bathroom? Don't understand that. I think Wisconsin fans, if I recall, yes. Colton said roughly 40 to 60K here. And we have cheaper cost of living. Eric.
What?
Colton said roughly 40 to 60K here, and they have cheaper cost of living.
Who does?
Colton, Memphis, Tennessee.
Has cheaper cost of living than here?
Here, and we have cheaper cost of living. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Well, but once again, that's not the field I'm in, so
Yeah.
cool.
Yes, we are Wisconsin fans. Do you all go downtown Orlando often? I feel like tourists overlook the actual city.
We don't really go downtown that much. No, not really. I mean, we have, but
We have.
we have all these kids with us all the time, and there's not really.
I want to me.
What are you saying?
Hi, Florida with 5 family.
I want to play me.
You gotta look up there.
Yeah, you gotta look up there.
I want to play me.
Yeah, we don't go downtown Orlando that much. We
No.
really.
I want to go.
There's not a whole lot there
to
for
the
kids.
diner.
So,
By the diner.
yes, we are from Wisconsin.
Yes.
No.
Our restaurant's closed down here. No, not yet.
No, but they did a curfew, right? They did a curfew.
They did a curfew.
And they got to close
well,
by
no,
like.
that curfew's by municipality though. I don't think here we have a curfew, do we? Because that was like Tampa that had one.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I thought
Which I don't know.
we
I
had
don't know what
to
a curfew's
close.
gonna do.
I don't know.
Anyway, hi Sully again. You get so many highs all the time. Say hi.
Hi. Hi, want to play for me? I want to play for me. Set the computer.
Why is Windermere so expensive, and
Set the
how
computer.
are the young Instagram people moving there? I have no idea about the young Instagram people
Yeah, I don't
moving
know.
there, but I know Windermere is
phone?
expensive. It's just a desirable area.
Let's go.
It's got a really good school district, but I don't know why young Instagram people would be moving there for a good school district, I guess. But it's just a desirable area, you know?
Toy card.
He is adorable, isn't he, Chrissy? I think you're adorable, Sully.
Sully, are you adorable?
I'm not a girl.
You're
not a girl. But are you adorable? Are you an adorable boy?
Ooh.
So if anybody else has any more questions, let us know.
The kid adorable.
Oh, girls are adorable.
Girls are adorable.
But
But anyways, we've been hunkered down here. We've been trying to
Get better.
get better. We've been trying to stay away from everybody, which we've done a very good job of that.
Yes.
We've definitely done a good job of distancing ourselves from the general population. What is up, Tone Star?
Hey, Tone Star.
What's going on, buddy?
Star.
Say hi, Tone Star.
Hi, Toy Star.
You got a baby in a diaper saying hi to you. Doesn't get any better than that, right? Having a beer? We're good.
I would say he's only Nick because of his fever, but Sully's always Nick. So.
He is. He does not like to keep clothes on.
No.
You gotta want to be a Nick boy.
You Nick boy?
All right. Well,
Well, does anyone have any more questions?
otherwise we'll cut everybody loose.
I'm hunkered down.
And you're in Tennessee.
Tennessee?
I did see you did make a video and I haven't watched it yet, so don't spoil it for me.
Tennessee.
he says hi back to you, Sully.
Tone Star said hi.
I know how to put a bit out.
Okay.
Oh, he's busy watching
Yeah.
his YouTube.
Yep, he's watching toy cars on YouTube. That's what he does. Where's your video on schools? Everybody
we
got
not do that?
No, everybody got sick.
Oh my gosh, we didn't do that?
We didn't do it yet. Everybody got sick. We kind of laid it all out.
didn't?
We laid it all out on paper, what we're going to talk about, everything, and we have not filmed it yet.
Why do I feel like we did it?
We did one on like 8 months ago, but we got
We
to
gotta
do
do
one.
it.
We got to do a new one. We are definitely. We did mention it on our last live.
I have.
She's calling you out on it.
She's calling me out.
We
good.
got sick.
I need to be held accountable.
We got sick.
We got to do it.
We got
I've-
sick.
So much to say about that. Bear with that video because it's probably going to be longer. We will do it. Hopefully, see how I feel in the morning, and see if we can get the kids not so.
Yeah, because I don't work tomorrow, so.
But it's
But
all,
I have to work from home.
yeah, and it's all dependent on. We just need some fevers to break here, but we will. That will be our next one out. Promise.
Yes.
That will be the next informational video. That will be just the next one put out. It will be schools. I am so sorry about that.
Not Disney related. Well, nothing on our channel is really Disney related. But the Bears need a Rodgers quarterback. The Bears need a lot of things.
The Bears.
I don't think a quarterback's going to help all the Bears' problems, but that's me as a Packers fan. So,
I want that one.
is it Sully from Monsters, Inc.?
I want that.
Well, here's the thing. We got to 5 kids, and we let the kids.
Yeah.
We gave the older ones,
I want that one.
like I think we gave them like 3 or 4 names that you and I really liked, and we totally let our kids name them. So probably He's probably named after some, or after
That's
Monsters
probably
Inc.
why, yeah.
That one.
Okay, be a good boy.
Tone Star says spring break and decided to keep our vacay plans. Well, good for you. And Tennessee mountains, what a better place to be, right? That'd be
Yeah.
awesome. We should do that sometime.
I really, really,
I'm
really
really
want to do that.
surprised we didn't get the invite. I'm sure he's cooking bacon every day too.
More.
Did you ever regret moving to Florida or no?
Mom.
Planning to move from Illinois? At first, I think you did.
Yeah.
At first, you did, yeah, because
Yeah.
you were missing everything so much.
I still, sometimes it creeps up in my head when I get mad about something.
About what you got
But-
this year.
Pretty much, when you get mad about something, you're just
About
looking for
Frustrated.
You're looking for something to be mad at.
Yeah.
And you think, you know, oh, it's because I moved to Florida. Well, no, if you were still living in Wisconsin, you'd still have problems too. Yeah.
Like I said, mostly it's the school, and then it's the doctors that has been the biggest struggle. And I feel like if we had those two, oh my gosh, you're watching us. Do you see yourself?
Look at, you gotta show this.
It's
Sully somehow found us. Look at, he's watching us.
How did you do that? I can't even do that. You show me that in a little bit when we get off. Show me how you
All
did
right,
that.
that's funny.
Anyways, if the schools and the doctors were under wrap, like, and I was completely happy with all of that, I wouldn't have those
You
feelings.
watch it.
back.
Change it back.
Okay.
So I think that's just where my only regrets come in, is when I'm frustrated with those two things. And then I start saying, we should do this, I want to go back home. But I think that's getting less and less.
Oh, no.
You're hearing that from me, right?
Yeah.
No,
It's getting less and
Sully,
less.
shh.
What did you see?
Okay. Brian says my company said I'm still set to move down there April 6th. We'll see if that holds. I hope so. Well, we hope so too. And if it doesn't, you know, it's not the end of the world to get it pushed back week, 2 weeks, whatever it may be, you know, as long as they're still up and running, you know. Dom says, not sure if you know a lot about it or no, but do you know what the electrical apprentice scene looks like around Orlando? Lots of jobs or barely any. Well, what I can tell you, there are a ton of jobs, but as an apprentice, usually that's a union thing, and the union is not very strong in Florida. But they do hire, you know, non-union companies will hire, you know, entry-level positions or what have you, and train you up from there and move you up as they see fit. So there's definitely enough jobs.
Oh, that one. See?
Sweaty.
Dunellen is by Ocala. Well, that's good to know. Ocala is a great area, so it's right by obviously the Ocala National Forest, and it's very pretty around there.
Oh, we need to go there.
Dennis says we
National
have.
Forest?
Yeah, we went to the springs there. Silver Glen Springs, I think was in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
very pretty.
See where they want to go.
Dennis says, is it true Northerners have an easier time getting employment? I wouldn't say they have an easier time getting employment.
Who's the car?
Okay, Sully.
I've heard that. I'll take him over here.
I wouldn't.
here, buddy.
Lindsay says so, but I think
What's
there's
the
just
car?
so
I
many.
don't say so. I've just heard it.
I've heard it too,
I've just
that
heard
people
it.
say the Northerners work harder or whatever, but I believe
Okay, come here.
that there's just so many people from the north down here that it seems like Northerners have an easier time getting the job. That's my opinion.
Come here. You would know because you're in the work field right now. So.
Christy says, I'm struggling with the Illinois doctors too. You aren't alone. I miss my Indianapolis doctors and the Children's Hospital. Only 4 hours from Indy, and there's a huge difference. I'm sure there is, yeah. It's all about, you know, your comfortability too. You know, you get so comfortable with people that you're so used to, and then you move away, and then it's just starting all over, and you're gonna find that anywhere you move, really. Tone Star says, doctors here are not so great, but we found a decent urgent care place. Well, that's good, you know, and it's still, you know, our situation's a little different. We have Lindsay, who has to have certain specialists. She needs a cardiologist and a pulmonologist. So it's a little bit harder for us because back in Wisconsin, she could go pretty much through an internalist and only see her real specialist when she needed to. And just the way things are set up here in Florida, it's so much different that she has to go to different doctors all the time. And it's just really kind of an inconvenience.
Touch on that real quick.
She wants to touch on it. She's coming.
Because I didn't even tell you, Eric, what happened today.
No, you didn't.
I gotta tell you that. So, this is how frustrating this situation is. So, I had to call well, first off, I called on Friday to get my asthma medication refilled because I knew that I was gonna, I know myself and I know when I'm starting to get where I can't breathe. And so I called on Friday saying, hey, this is who I am. I really need my asthma medication refilled. I'm starting to have shortness of breath. And never heard back from them,
turn it
nothing.
off?
So I went the whole weekend, and then I called today, and get this, Eric. So I have an internalist right now, but because the last time I went to the doctor for a checkup, remember that?
Yeah.
Because I went to someone else because my doctor she didn't work on that day. So I had to see whoever
Oh,
they
that's
could
right.
put me with. She's not, apparently, I don't call her now
Because you saw somebody else.
so I had to ask for my medication from the last doctor I saw. And I said, but wait a minute, she is my primary care doctor. And they said, that's just not how we do it here. If you made an appointment with someone else, then that person fills your prescriptions. And I'm like, but what do you mean? That doctor doesn't know my background.
Yeah, right.
This doctor knows and has all my medical history stuff, and she knows what's going on with me, and she knows what I've been diagnosed with. This doctor, I'm sorry, but I've only seen for just an acute sinus thing. Why is she now where I got to go? And they're like, that's just the way we work it out. So for me, that is not comfortable. I don't like that I'm just pushed around back and forth because she wasn't there to see me that day. She didn't work, and now I got to get my medication. I don't like the inconsistency. Back home, I had a doctor, same doctor for years, one who diagnosed me after my heart surgery, and I had him from day one, and he knew me, and I never got, you know what I mean, like, had to worry. Like, that's just weird to me. Doesn't that, like, if you had health issues like that, serious ones, wouldn't you feel like,
Yeah.
like you're not?
I feel like you're more of a number here in Florida than you are.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, does anyone back me up with that? Like, I think that's a little weird that, like, you're being, I was mind blown by that. I'm like, okay, but isn't this my doctor? And they're like, that's just not how we do things here. If you want her to prescribe you your medication again, then you need to make an appointment with her. And I'm like, it's just,
You done?
I'm done. Rant over. I'm done. Yes.
Austin says, I wish my company would move me down there.
Oh, yeah?
Well, Austin, I don't think you have a branch down here. It's not to say maybe they will start one, and
Maybe.
maybe we could hook up and. No,
yeah.
probably not.
I mean, we'll
Probably
hook
not.
up with Austin.
Yeah, right. I don't think I'm welcome. Jessica says, have you heard anything about Tampa Port? Elaborate, Jessica. What do you mean?
Like anything. I
Like
know
the-
what she means. Have you heard anything about it?
No, I haven't.
I haven't either.
Christy says, I wish my husband's manufacturer job would be down in Florida. Great pay and benefits. We rethinking to stay. Welp. Oh boy. Well, if you're happy there, then more power to you,
Yeah.
because there's not a whole lot of manufacturing jobs down here in Florida. So that's where you're going to find kind of a hard time finding a job, is manufacturing in Florida, because there's not a whole, like I said, there's not a whole lot of exports. There's not a lot of places in Florida that make things, You probably don't know.
Yeah. I was thinking about something in my head. I was trying to think.
Mr. Sauce, the plan for the four of us to move down to Ocala from upstate New York in June.
Cool.
That's awesome.
June's a good time.
Dom says, do you believe it's harder to get a job when you live up north, trying to move down there compared to already having a place down there and trying to find a job? Heard mixed opinions. Of course it is. It's way harder to find a job when you don't live somewhere.
Oh, yeah, that's what he meant.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. I mean,
yeah.
if you are already living here, you're going to be able to physically go to
Yeah.
a bunch of different interviews.
I have mixed
You know, you're
emotions
gonna-
with that,
you're
though.
gonna-
That's nerve-wracking, though, when you don't have a job and you're...
Well, right, but if you're able to. you
Yeah,
know,
if you're able to,
If
yeah.
you're able to, you're going to be able to
100%.
go to different interviews. You're going to be able to say, hey, listen, I can start tomorrow, rather than saying, well, I got to pack
Move
my
down
family
here,
up. And
yeah.
So, I mean, it's going to be way easier to find a job if you're already down here, if you have an option.
If you have the option to
Right.
do it, yeah, 100%.
Road Trippin' says, come to Texas. We have good jobs, doctors,
Texas.
safe towns, great cost of living ratio. Sounds desperate. Come on, man.
No, No.
I'm just kidding.
No. He loves his.
I know.
He loves his
I'm just
place.
messing with him. Where are we at? Brian says, so I'm sure you guys are familiar with supper clubs being from Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Does Florida have anything similar, or is everything a chain restaurant? You know,
No, they have little mom and pa's.
few and far in between. They don't have supper clubs. Like, I know exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah,
where
like
you go out to
Jarboy
your-
Club.
Yeah, you go out
Or
to your
like
Friday night fish
fish
fry.
fry. Where's the one down by the hill?
Yeah, you're just talking about local places, but every town in Wisconsin has those places, you know?
Yeah, but I think here you could find in a little small area, maybe by the beach or something.
Yeah, but then it's gonna be crowded with tourists usually.
I suppose. I suppose, yeah.
That's kind of, I'm sure you could find
I'm
it.
sure locals have their little
You know,
spots.
when
that
I've been out working in different towns, I've found a couple cool places like that. So they're around. Seafood usually though. It's not gonna, well, I guess, you know, your Friday night fish fry is gonna be grouper, you know, blackened grouper or something instead.
Yeah.
So Sam says, hi guys, first of all, love your videos. My question
Thank you.
is, are you planning to buy a house, or are you still not sure if you're going to stay living in
Yes,
Florida?
we're gonna buy a house
We just talked about it
within
tonight.
within the next year.
When this lease is up in about a year.
Yeah,
We are going to,
we're gonna take the plunge.
yeah.
Right.
Yep. Chrissy says, I get it, Lindsay. It's very worrisome trying to find someone who knows what they're doing, Dr. West.
Well, for me too.
Are we going to do another rant?
No.
Okay.
For me too, though, my situation's a little bit different because I've been sick my whole life. Like I've always gotten chronic pneumonia, mono, like all those things, right? Well, the thing is, though, is it took them. How old was I? Took them 20. Was I 24?
No. I think somewhere in there, yeah.
24 years to diagnose me with what I have. It took me going through several doctors that had never seen a case like mine their whole careers. So it took finding that perfect person, that perfect doctor that was like, this is what it is. I mean, it was a little scary because he's like, I learned about it in school. I've never had somebody with a case like this, but he knew a lot about it. And they just took such good care of me back in Wisconsin, and I felt comfortable, and I had my team of people that I've been dealing with for years. And it's always scary, no matter what, with anything, whether you have a lot of issues or not. It's scary to have to make those changes and things like that. But so that's hard for me here because I know how long it took to get the proper diagnosis. And to have the doctors understand what I was born with and stuff. And then you get down here and like Eric said, you are a number, and it is very much, it's scary today I felt even more alone just having this, not argument, but just like, what do you mean that this is my doctor? Like, she is my doctor. And she's like, well, not really. I mean, you saw someone else, so you're going to have to ask them for it's like, it was just, I don't know. Had to be there.
Moving on.
Yeah. So
we
it
go.
is worrisome.
Jessica says, I see an endocrinologist and worry about finding a good one and don't want to be moved around to different ones. I agree with you, Lindsay. 100%.
100%. So I'll get
Austin.
there, and you can too.
Okay.
It's just gonna take a lot of research. So
Austin says he's not welcome either. Have a good night, Austin, if you're leaving.
oh
No, we were talking about how he's not welcome. I used to work with him.
okay.
Yeah.
I
Got it.
thought he meant he wasn't welcome here
No.
with us.
Any good jobs at Tampa Port? We don't know much about Tampa Port. I wish we did. I wish we could help out.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm assuming it's just Tampa, right? Right?
I don't know.
Right? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. We're waiting for my husband's company to let him work remote, and then we'll be moving down there. We have found a lot of houses we like in Davenport, but don't like that we don't know about the areas. Well,
Again,
honestly, unless you're familiar with different areas from literally coming down to vacation and not just vacationing, like driving around and seeing the everyday life stuff, every area is going to be new to you. You're not going to be familiar with it. Because
true.
we had vacationed in this exact area we live in right now, and
Which is so
it's
crazy.
way
It's so crazy.
different living here than it is vacationing here because you don't pay attention to
100%.
everything else.
No, I never did because I never drove.
Yeah, you just
So-
know where the grocery store is and
No, not even.
Yeah.
Like when we were vacationed here, I
Right.
never paid attention to
Yeah,
that
you didn't
because
drive.
you always drove.
Right.
So it is completely different.
I mean, you're gonna find that anywhere. I mean, it's just like anywhere else. You know, it was a lot different when we first moved here because the closest grocery store was 15 minutes from where we live. But now they built a new Publix right down the road from us, and that
Which is awesome.
Yeah, it's so nice.
Everything is awesome.
So
awesome.
And they're building a new gas station there and restaurants and all that stuff too. So everything's gonna be so much closer to us.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna move. Mark says, "Come to Canada, please, for vacation with kids." We would love to go to Canada.
My family took me there when I was young. I loved Canada.
Do some fishing.
I didn't get to do that kind of stuff. We were there for a skating meet. But we did go to the falls and all that kind of stuff. Very cool.
Road tripping says we're being recruited to move to Texas.
Okay.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw! I really get an accent then, right? If I move to Texas?
Yeah, you would. Well, I don't know if you just pick it up, do you?
Yeah, you
I think
can.
people do.
People pick it up.
Tone Star says we'll get a great interest rate for sure with the recent rate cuts. Well, who knows if they'll still be down there in a year, but hopefully they'll go down even lower. We'll see. Marta says we are ready to sell our house in Illinois and move to Florida. And because of the C word, we have to wait to see what's going on. So disappointing. I hope this virus will be gone soon. I think everybody hopes it'll be gone soon. It's kind of why we got our glum faces
I'm
on.
sweating. I feel like my fever is coming back. I'm like clammy.
You are clammy. Ugh.
That was not nice.
I'm just kidding.
sick.
I'm just kidding. I know. Brian says, I keep hearing that there are so many really good resale shops in Florida and never to buy new furniture. Thoughts? I've seen that too. You know, we haven't. The only furniture we've bought since we lived here in Florida is stuff off of Amazon. So
Oh yeah, that is kind of. No,
I didn't. We haven't bought any furniture from.
that stuff at
We
the.
bought it at Big Lots.
Not Big Lots.
Yeah, we did. We
Home
bought.
Goods.
Which one?
The green one.
Oh, that.
We've
Yeah,
never
I
even
guess.
been to
Yeah.
a Big
I was talking
Lots.
about the table.
Oh, is that from Big Lots?
Yeah, it's from Big Lots.
No way.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, we haven't been to any of the real resale shops, but I know they exist and I have heard great things about them. And there's so many people moving in and out of Florida that those stores probably do have great finds, as well as all the vacation homes that, you know, might get sold furnished and then people move in and then they sell the furniture to a resale shop. So I'm sure they do have great finds within those shops. Anyways, guys, is there any other questions? Otherwise, we'll wrap this up. Let us know. I'll check on our Facebook, see if we got anything rolling in.
Yeah, I'm not feeling too hot.
I know you're not, babe. All right, let's wrap it up then. Come back over.
Okay. I'm sweating so bad.
How often do you actually hear of people moving out of Florida? All the time. I hear it all the time. Some people just think it's not for them, and that's okay. You know, and my point of view on that is you never know unless you try.
Right.
So if you try and it doesn't work out, at least you tried.
What's that thing? Try. If you don't succeed, try again.
If you don't succeed, try again. So move out and then move back, and then we'll see. If the sun were made of bananas, would it still just be as hot? You know, Tone Star, you're deep, man.
I'm
That's,
gonna ponder on that.
yeah. If the sun
sun
were
is
made
not-
of bananas,
Would it
would it
still, be, hot?
just as hot? No, I don't think it would be.
Bananas aren't hot.
Exactly. So no, I
It'd
don't
be
think
mushy.
it'd be mushy, and it'd
It'd
probably
be brown.
it'd probably smell pretty
Right?
funky after a while. Yeah, it'd turn brown after a while. So
I don't think I want a banana.
no, I
made
don't
of
want a
sun.
banana, son. You can keep that, Tone Star. Hopefully you're sitting up in the mountains
Maybe
right now,
it's a. Oh wait, no, he's not the Texas
sipping
guy.
on an old fashioned. Maybe you don't know what that is because you're from California, but
You don't know what old fashions are?
I don't know. That's kind of like a Midwest thing.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Well, that's what I'd be sipping if I was up in the mountains, though.
An old fashioned?
Probably. whiskey
Yeah.
old fashioned.
Ugh.
Yeah. But anyway, food for thought there on the banana thing. I'll have to come back to you on
Yeah,
that.
we'll ponder on that.
But anyways, we are going
Where's
to go
our
to bed.
bacon?
Yeah.
I
Send
don't
us
even
some-
like bacon.
I do. I love bacon.
I hate the smell of bacon in my house.
Love it. 2 birds in a bush.
2 birds in
Have
a bush.
a good night. Get well. We will. All right, guys. Anyways, we will see you next time in our video coming up later this week on schools. Hold you to it.
Hold me to it.
All right.
We'll
Take
see
care,
you.
guys.
Wait, you didn't do that.
Oh, wait.
Wait,
I know. I'm trying to. How do I do this?
ready?
Yeah. We will see,
See you
next time.
time.